Hello friends. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Business Minds. Today, we're going to talk about a very interesting and highly requested topic, classical organizational theory. Many of you have requested a video on this subject, and although it took some time, it's finally here. In this video, we will cover three main theories: bureaucracy theory, administrative theory, and scientific management theory. We won't go too deep into these theories, but you'll definitely get a good overview and be able to understand them easily. So, without wasting any more time, let's get started. Watch the video till the end so you can fully grasp this topic. First, let's talk about what organizational theories actually are. Management theories are essentially a set of general rules that help managers manage their organizations effectively. The main focus of these theories is on supervision, organization, and group performance. Management theories explain how to relate employees to business goals and motivate them to work in the right direction. These theories give employees a clear direction so that they can feel a strong connection between their work and the organizational goals and implement the best methods to achieve the company's objectives. The primary goal of management theories is to ensure that every task in the organization is systematic and that employees' work is aligned with the company's goals. These theories ensure that there is no disconnect between the actions of the employees and the company's objectives. But it wasn't always this way. In the past, when such theories did not exist, and there wasn't such an organized system in factories or companies, a reward and punishment approach was followed. Imagine a big boss with many workers under him. Back then, performance was judged purely on rewards or punishment. A long time ago, even before the Industrial Revolution, there were no structured companies. People were just engaged in their own tasks. The management system of that time was very simple. If an employee performed well, they were rewarded, and if someone messed up or didn't work well, they were punished. It was a simple system of reward and punishment. This old management approach reflected a kind of leadership that revolved solely around punishment and rewards. Managerial theories were based on this premise: successful employees were rewarded, and those who failed were reprimanded or punished. But could a company sustain itself with such an approach? Absolutely not. This type of approach only valued those who performed well, leaving behind those whose performance wasn't up to par, without considering that they might have their own strengths. That's why the need for classical theories arose. After the Industrial Revolution, everything changed. Factories gradually started opening up, and people began working in these factories instead of on their own. Transportation expanded, globalization opened doors, and international companies started entering local markets. This led to the need for a systematic approach to ensure organizations operated in an organized manner. So, what do classical management theories say? These theories are based on the belief that workers' primary needs are physical and economic. According to this theory, the two most important needs of employees are 1. Physical, meaning they remain physically fit, and 2. Economic, meaning their financial needs are met. With this assumption, these theories emphasize labor specialization, allowing each worker to work to the best of their unique skills. In this way, classical management theories introduced a new framework to the world of management, recognizing workers' abilities and specific needs. This shift not only streamlined organizations but also helped in better motivating and managing employees. Classical theories promoted centralized leadership and decision-making, where authority is concentrated in one place, focusing on profit maximization. In this framework, decisions aren't made randomly. Instead, there is a clear structure where everything is organized and systematic. Classical theorists viewed organizations like a machine, and human beings as components of that machine. Initially, humans themselves were seen as machines, but with the emergence of classical management theories, organizations began to be viewed as machines, and human beings or workers were treated as essential parts of these machines. This meant that the importance of employees increased, and their roles were recognized appropriately. The classical theories have several key pillars, such as division of labor, where work is divided into smaller tasks so that workers can perform according to their specialization. Before this, a single person was burdened with numerous tasks, but this approach made work systematic and efficient. Next came the concept of hierarchy, where a clear chain of command was established. It defined who was working under whom, who was the boss, and what responsibilities each person had. Previously, these things were very unclear, but hierarchy clarified the roles. The third pillar is the standardized approach to work. Before classical theories, there was no specific way of doing work, people worked in whichever manner they liked. But now, standards were set for work to maintain quality and consistency. Then comes the centralization of authority, which means that decision-making power and authority are concentrated at one level, usually with top management. This helps maintain control and order within the organization. Top leaders have the power to distribute authority if they choose to, or keep it with themselves. The fifth important element is the separation of personal and work life. Earlier, employees were expected to work continuously, day and night. But classical theories began to value employees' personal lives, creating a healthy balance between work and life. The sixth point is selecting the best employees. The recruitment process also saw significant changes with classical theories. Previously, companies would hire employees without a stringent process, but with the arrival of classical theories, rigorous selection processes were implemented, requiring candidates to go through various stages and tests to ensure that only the right and capable individuals were chosen for the job. Through these pillars, classical theories transformed organizations into a structured, organized, and efficient system where the skills and potential of every employee were utilized properly. This helps companies understand if an employee is truly capable of the job or not. The last important pillar is fair wages. Before the advent of classical theories, employees were paid any kind of salary, but now, the focus shifted to fair and equitable wages. These theories ensure that workers are compensated appropriately according to their work. Now, just hiring an employee isn't enough, they must also be paid respectable wages that match their contributions. Now, let's talk about the types of classical theories, which we mentioned at the start of the video. I know the video might be a bit long, but I hope you'll watch till the end because it will be worth it. We are now moving to the real discussion, the types of classical theories. The first theory is the bureaucratic theory of management, developed by Max Weber. The second is the administrative management theory, introduced by Henri Fayol, and the third is the theory of scientific management, developed by Frederick Taylor, often referred to as Taylorism. Let's understand them one by one. First, let's discuss the bureaucratic theory of management introduced by Max Weber, also known as Weber's bureaucracy theory. Weber looked at organizations from a broader perspective and tried to explain how organizations could be improved through a systematic approach. In the concept of bureaucracy, Weber emphasized that standardized rules, procedures, and processes should exist within an organization. It is a structure with a clear hierarchy, proper distribution of responsibilities, and a systematic way of working. Weber believed that just as there are specific rules and regulations for every task in government offices, companies should also operate in a similar manner. Nothing should be done just because someone said so. Weber's bureaucratic theory focuses on rigid hierarchy, clear responsibilities, and professional interaction. This theory inspired organizations to operate in a standardized and regulated way. Traditional structures lacked clear rules and responsibilities, everything was vague and unorganized. Weber introduced bureaucracy with the idea that it would clearly define every role and responsibility and provide a systematic framework for the organization. According to him, bureaucracy is far superior to traditional organizational structures because it provides a clearly defined structure where everyone knows their role, authority, and responsibilities. With this thought, Weber presented his bureaucratic model, which later became a significant milestone in the world of management. In bureaucratic organizations, every employee is considered equal, and the division of labor is clearly defined. According to Max Weber's bureaucratic theory, having a structured system is crucial, especially for large organizations where the number of employees is quite high. In such setups, standardized rules and regulations make work smooth and efficient. Moreover, in bureaucratic organizations, selection and promotion are based on technical qualifications. This means employees are promoted according to their skills, performance, and knowledge. However, this theory also has its limitations. One major criticism is that in bureaucratic structures, employees do not get the opportunity to participate in decision-making or express their opinions. Over time, this can be demotivating for employees as they feel that no matter how good their ideas are, they cannot bring about any change because everything operates according to predefined rules. Gradually, these strict rules and rigid procedures can become frustrating for employees, leading them to try to break or ignore these rules. Therefore, it is crucial for bureaucratic organizations to clearly communicate their working approach to their employees from the start and hire only those who agree with this approach. This way, employees will know what their boundaries are and how they are expected to work. Now, let's move on to the next theory, administrative management theory, developed by Henri Fayol. Fayol believed that a significant part of an organization's success depends on the skills and efficiency of its management. He emphasized the roles and responsibilities of managers, stating that if managers effectively manage their tasks and guide their employees in the right direction, the organization can move toward success. Henri Fayol, active between 1841 and 1925, presented his theories through his 1888 publication, Fayol's 14 Principles of Management. Fayol is considered the father of administrative management theory, although other pioneers of classical management theories, such as Max Weber and Frederick Taylor, are also renowned for their significant contributions to the field of management. The administrative theory is also known as the process theory or structural theory because its main focus is on the work structure and tasks within an organization. Fayol's approach emphasized how managers should effectively organize their work and execute tasks correctly. He highlighted the strategic importance of managers in organizations, explaining how the skills and management approach of a good manager can greatly benefit the organization. Through this theory, Fayol presented the principles of management in a structured form, which are still practiced in many organizations today. This theory suggests that the correct decisions and systematic approach of managers not only enhance employee productivity but also improve the overall performance of the organization. Henri Fayol's administrative management theory explained how management and workers should be organized to complete tasks effectively. Fayol supported a top-down approach where decisions and commands flow from managers to subordinates. He believed that when management is efficiently organized, it positively impacts the productivity of workers at the operational level. This approach also keeps workers aware that their performance is being monitored, which boosts their morale and motivation. Administrative management theory is often contrasted with Taylor's scientific management theory. Fayol's theory focused on managers and their functions, while Taylor's scientific management theory emphasized the efficiency of workers. Fayol believed that while workers' efficiency is critical to organizational success, effective management is necessary to achieve it. Henri Fayol emphasized 14 principles of management and several key functions. By following these principles and functions, managers can better guide their teams. Let's first look at the functions of managers as described by Fayol. Planning. An effective manager should know how to plan first. They need to ensure what the short-term and long-term goals are and how to achieve them. Organizing. Managers should know how to organize their resources, employees, and workplace to complete tasks efficiently. Commanding. A manager's communication should be clear and directive. They should know how to guide their team members in the right direction so they can work correctly and on time. Coordinating. A manager's job is not just to command but also to coordinate the team and resources. This ensures that every aspect and resource is aligned, and organizational goals are smoothly achieved. Controlling. A manager must also ensure that the set goals are being met. If not, they need to identify the deviations and take corrective actions. Fayol also provided some essential principles of management that managers should keep in mind. Division of labor. Fayol emphasized dividing work so that each worker performs tasks according to their skills and specialization, which improves efficiency and productivity. Authority and responsibility. Managers should understand that when assigning tasks, they must also give employees the authority to execute them. Without authority, the work will remain incomplete. Discipline. Discipline is crucial for the smooth functioning of any organization. It is every employee's responsibility to follow the rules and regulations. Unity of command. According to Fayol, each employee should receive instructions from only one superior. If an employee is commanded by multiple people, it can lead to confusion and inefficiency. Fayol's administrative management theory clarified that structured management practices and clear roles are necessary for a successful organization. Effective planning, organizing, coordinating, and controlling management functions can enhance worker productivity and efficiently achieve organizational goals. Fayol's 14 principles of management are essential for the smooth functioning of any organization. He emphasized that an employee should have only one superior to receive instructions from. This is known as unity of command. If an employee receives instructions from more than one person, it can affect their efficiency. Unity of direction. This important principle means that all employees should work towards a common direction aligned with the organization's goals and success. Subordination of individual interest. This principle means that personal interests must be subordinate to organizational interests. Employees should always focus on the company's success. Remuneration. This principle states that employees should receive fair and equitable wages according to market standards and the company's financial status, ensuring their efforts are appropriately valued. Centralization and decentralization. Maintaining a balance is also essential. In centralization, all major decisions are made by top management, while in decentralization, decision-making power is distributed to lower levels. Fayol suggests a healthy combination of both to balance authority and responsibility. Line of authority or scalar chain. This principle clarifies who reports to whom within the organization. Every employee should know their reporting line and whom to approach for specific issues. Order. This principle emphasizes that everything, whether resources or people, should be in its proper place in the workplace. This increases efficiency, productivity, and saves time. Equity. Managers should treat their subordinates equally. There should be no place for favoritism or bias. Everyone should be treated fairly. Stability of tenure. This principle emphasizes focusing on employee retention and job security. If an employee has been hired through a rigorous process, they should be provided with stability and growth opportunities within the organization. Constantly replacing employees is not ideal. Initiative. This principle suggests that managers should encourage their employees to come forward with new ideas and suggestions. Maintain an open-door policy so employees can freely express their creativity and decision-making skills. The final principle, esprit de corps, means maintaining team spirit and unity. Managers should ensure the whole team works together as a united front, which is essential for efficiently achieving organizational goals. Healthy competition is good, but ultimately, teamwork is the real strength of the organization. Fayol's principles provide management with a systematic and disciplined approach, ensuring clarity and responsibility at every level. Now let's discuss the third theory, which is the scientific management theory, developed by Frederick Taylor. Taylor's approach was quite different from other theorists because he was thinking at the micro level. When Max Weber introduced bureaucratic theory, he looked at the entire organization as a big picture, talking about large policies, rules, and structures. Henri Fayol, on the other hand, focused on the middle ground, emphasizing the managerial approach, focusing on managers and their work methods. But Taylor's approach was unique. Taylor believed that if you scientifically manage employees and pay attention to every little detail, their productivity, time, and work methods, the organization will naturally achieve success. The core idea of his scientific management theory was to guide employees on the most efficient way to work. Through this theory, Taylor explained how scientific methods could optimize the production process to increase productivity. He emphasized that the real job of managers is to develop a production system that yields maximum output with minimum resources, thereby maximizing economic efficiency. Taylor also believed that optimizing and simplifying jobs could increase workers' productivity. He stressed that workers and managers should work together cooperatively to achieve goals effectively. If every worker works in their own way, it leads to chaos, but if a standardized and optimized approach is adopted, the same results can be achieved faster and better. Taylor's scientific management theory has 4 main principles. The first is, select methods based on science, not rule of thumb. Taylor argued that every job should have a standardized, scientifically validated way of doing it. It means employees cannot be told to work however they please. A random approach is unacceptable. There should be a best way for each job that every worker follows. The second principle is, assign workers jobs based on their aptitude. Taylor suggested that employees should be assigned work based on their skill set and capabilities. This allows workers to work more efficiently and feel satisfied with their jobs, as it aligns with their expertise. The third principle is, monitor workers' performance. Taylor stated that workers' performance should be continuously monitored to optimize their work methods. If a worker needs more guidance, it is the manager's job to provide instructions and help the worker perform better. Finally, the fourth principle is, properly divide the workload between managers and workers. This means that the roles and responsibilities of managers and workers should be clearly defined, so both know their responsibilities. This ensures proper workload distribution and increases transparency and efficiency in work. Taylor's scientific management theory was a revolutionary step advocating the adoption of scientific methods for every employee and task. The primary goal was to maximize productivity and swiftly lead the organization toward success. Managers should not just be order givers, they should be actively involved. The workload should not be placed solely on workers. While managers' roles include planning and strategy making, they must also ensure effective implementation of these plans. Workers are expected to execute these plans on the ground level as per the training. Therefore, a proper division of work between managers and workers is essential, where managers not only give directions but also actively contribute, and workers follow these guidelines. Management isn't just about sitting back and giving orders. It's a collaborative effort where both parties, managers and workers, work together. So, these were the 3 major theories we discussed: bureaucracy theory, administrative management theory, and, as detailed above, the theory of scientific management. Each theory has its unique approach, but their ultimate goal is to enhance the efficiency and success of the organization. If you have any doubts or points that are unclear in this video, feel free to write in the comments section below. We'd be happy to answer your queries. I hope you enjoyed this video and gained a clear understanding of classical management theories. If you found the content valuable, please give it a like. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you continue receiving such informative content. See you in the next video. Until then, take care, happy learning, and have a great day.